Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, for those of you joining for the first time today. Guys, I just wanted to come on here, talk to you about a couple quick things, and then let you go on with your day. First of all, I hope you all had a great weekend last weekend. I did. The Cardinals won, finally, so at least we got something going there. I hope y'all still kept going to the movies. And again, I told you guys this before, and I'm seeing the Dumb Money this Friday night. I can't wait to see that. I know some of you saw it. I know some of you said it's awesome, and I just can't wait to be there and see it and then talk to you guys about it also. That being said, guys, what else is happening in the movie theaters? Okay, I don't know if you saw it or not, but the Taylor Swift movie theater experience, concert as a movie, whatever you want to call it, is blowing up. All right, it's sold out here. Everywhere here is sold out, and now their AMC is selling the licensing to be able to be played over in Europe. Guys, it's gonna be huge. This is gonna be really huge, not just for the Taylor Swift thing, but think about other musicians and other comedians, or who knows what else could be used for this, right? It could be just another massive area that hasn't been tapped into yet, but that will be now. And Taylor Swift sold a ton of money worth of concert tickets, and there's still a bunch of other bands that do the same thing, where I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to join into this after they see everything that happens with Taylor Swift, right? So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to hear about your guys' experience of seeing the movie. I have a buddy of mine who him and his girlfriend are going to go see it, so I will hear about it firsthand and just see how cool it was to see something like that on a movie theater, right? We've all been to concerts, and you see like you see it up on the big screen while you're at the concert, but you don't always see like a good shot of it, because wherever the band's at or wherever the person is at isn't always the best view. So this is going to be something where it's way different. It's going to be like you're going to see what you paid to see and see it really well at a discounted rate than what concert tickets cost, especially Taylor Swift concert tickets. On top of that, guys, the writer's strike got figured out. So like I mentioned in another video, I really think we're going to see some awesome movies and awesome whatever awesome writing is going to start coming out. Because again, like I mentioned before, I think they're going to be taking it and saying, hey, we did this, now let's just show why we deserved it, right? Like it just I see it happen in a lot of other areas where this kind of thing happens, where you come out there and you're like you're ready to go, and all of a sudden you just start producing better than you had in a long time. It happens in a lot of other areas in life, even if it's not like a strike. But if a company all of a sudden says, hey, we're going to give every one of our employees a 50-cent raise or a $1 raise or whatever, like you all of a sudden see those employees, like they feel validated, they feel good about working there, and they start doing a much better, more productive job. And that's not a bad thing, right? So I'm excited to see what's going to happen coming into the next set of like movies that are going to come out, since we're talking about AMC here. I think that's important, guys. Right now the price is still, it's doing one of these numbers, right? Like we saw a pretty big bounce on Monday. The way that the media portrayed it is that we saw that bounce because of the writer's strike. Maybe. I don't think that has anything to do with it yet, but they needed something to write in media, and that was just one article that I saw, right? It doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we know where we stand. We know what we are doing, and we know where we're going from here. We're only going up. It's, okay, we might go down a little bit, but we're aiming in the right direction. Just because shorts haven't covered, they haven't closed their positions. Elevated short interest, it's still getting higher from where that number that they dropped it down to, with the self-reported numbers coming from these institutions. There's a lot of continued things that I talk about all the time. I talk about it all the time, and I'm just excited for where we're going. Fundamentals, again, still looking good. Again, just a couple days left in the quarter, so go out there and spend some money in the movies. If you're looking to spend some money on something, buy AMC stock, hold that stock, and then go buy AMC tickets and popcorn and concessions, whatever it is. Go to the movies. Go enjoy yourself. If you're like, hey, we're gonna either go do this or this weekend, go see a movie. Boost up the numbers for the quarter so that the fundamentals just keep getting better, because all that does is just make the short thesis just look like a joke. We know it has been for a long time. We know that they're still digging their hole and kicking their can, and they're going to continue to do that, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to try to make a video tomorrow. For sure I'll make one on Friday. Next week I'm going to be on vacation with my family. So I probably won't make a video. If I do, it won't be until Friday afternoon or Saturday. So there's one or two of you out there that I know that you're just giving me a hard time, but every time that like the weekend comes and I don't make a video because work gets in the way or something, you're like, oh, where did this guy go? You bailed on us. Guys, I'm not bailing on you. I'm spending time with my family. I encourage all of you to do the same while we're in this waiting season. When MOAS happens, we know it's going to happen, and at that point, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm going to be jumping on here with you guys, and we're going to talk our way through that together. Guys, get out there, just keep positive, and you're going to be doing all right with where your head is at, right? I say it all the time. Keep your head in the right place when it revolves around this stock, because we know that the only thing that they have to work against us is our own heads. I say it all the time. I'm not going to stop saying it. Don't criticize me in the comments, and if you do, great. But guys, they want to get in your head. Everything that those hedge funds are doing, everything that the institutions and the mainstream media are doing is to get in your head. There's no reason for them to continue to tell us how to spend our money, why we're in a bad play, what could happen. It doesn't matter. All right, it doesn't matter. We know that right now the price that is trading are discounted levels for us. We know that the potential is going to go much higher. When you look at analyst ratings for the stock on Webull, like if you look in the analyst section of it, it says like it's a very strong hold position, and that the price per share, the projected price per share for the future is up to $45, and $16 is like an average, but the high is 45. Why am I excited about that? Because that's just the price point based on fundamentals, not on a short squeeze. Okay, guys, don't take what I say to think that like I'm not saying the short squeeze numbers are going to stop at $45. That is 100% not what I'm saying. So don't even try to take it that way. Don't try to make it sound like I'm saying it that way, because we're going way, way, way higher than $45 when the squeeze happens. What I'm saying is that once the squeeze is done, because I don't know that we're going to see those numbers before the short squeeze happens. Okay, we might. They might get us up to those points because it could be a psychological level, and again they want to get in your head, so they're going to be showing you these things to make you think that, oh, this is it. They might hold it there for a while and make you try it again, make you think, oh, look, it's sitting at the price point of where these analysts for big institutions are saying it could go, and let's just see what the apes do, right? Like that's how they're going to be trying to play with your minds. Those numbers are fundamental numbers on what these companies think the stock can do because of the company and the position the company is in now. Okay, after MOAS happens, I know that a lot of you feel that you're not going to invest in the company anymore, and that's your prerogative, right? Like you're allowed to say, I'm not going to invest in AMC after the squeeze happens. I got my money, I'm out, and I'm done, and I'm washing my hands of the stock market. I'm washing my hands of AMC. I hope you still go spend that money at the movie theater, because, hey, you're going to have money to go see movies, and who doesn't like seeing movies? So it would be silly to say you're not going to at least support the company that way. If you decide not to invest in the company, that's great. I, for one, after the squeeze, will 100% invest in AMC. Okay, and I think that a lot of other apes will as well. But again, that's your prerogative. But I'm going to do it because all that I've learned over the course of this last 3 years shows me how to better invest in companies. And then I'm going to continue to look for those other little plays that are going to be like Hail Mary plays, right? Um, but I'm gonna then spend my time and doing an investor style um, trading life. I'm gonna like day trading, long term investments, everything that I've learned on how the market works is gonna help me do that later and take whatever I make from MOAS and turn it into a lot more. And I hope that a lot of you do the same thing. I hope that a lot of you take that money and turn it into more money, right? And you always have that ape mentality, but you've learned how to get in and out of different plays at different times, and you know what to do, right? AMC is not that kind of play for me. There's a lot of people that made a bunch of money by buying and selling because of the volatility that we've seen. But for me, every time that if somebody hit the sell button, it got transferred into, we'll say, Citadel's hands, and then Citadel put a synthetic share in the market. Well, they were able to have that one real share for a short period of time, right? Like there's still billions of shares that they have to cover, and billions of synthetic shares that they're going to have to close out. But in the meantime, I refuse to give them any of my real shares. And anybody that says that I'm holding synthetic shares is not lying. But as a retail investor trading through a brokerage firm, it's impossible for me to buy a synthetic share because I only know that I'm buying a share of this company. And when they give me that share, it's basically saying, hey, you have a real share of this company. So I own shares. I own real shares of the company. So do you. So does everybody else that's in this movement. And we own way more than what is out there, or than what the float is. Sorry. And just remember that. Remember that you own real shares. Yes, we know they're synthetics. We know that we're buying synthetics. But to the agencies and to the people that are watching, like what is going on behind the scenes, we own real shares. Eventually, it's going to catch up to them. We know that. We know it's going to catch up to them. We know they can't keep doing this forever. And I'm not worried about it. Guys, you shouldn't be either. Stay positive. Stay motivated. Stay motivating. I'll see you later. Bye.